Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards Campaign Mode. In the second campaign of this week, we are playing as Chaos against Servants of the Emperor. And we have one new card for the Chaos faction. It is the Plague Bearer of Nurgle. Nasty little bugger. It's only 5 points. It has a melee attack, and its trait is Poison. And there is the description on the back if you are interested. It doesn't really strike me as being a very good card. There are other options at this point cost that I think work better with Glog, such as the Endless Poxwalkers or the minions with Taunt. But we are going with a 100% keyword deck here, led by Glog, and we are including lots of poison in this deck. Chaos have a total of 5 poisonous bodyguards. We've got Typhus, and the Lord of Virulence, the Bloat Drone, the Plague Marine, and finally the newest addition, the Plague Bearer. And then we've got some healing in here with the Plague Surgeon. We've got Volgrar, Thrice Cursed, who has Regeneration. And then finally the Shambler with Taunt. So let's go ahead and deploy and see what happens here. Now, running this many poisonous cards is not a particularly good strategy. It's not really something that you can do with most factions, because most factions don't really have many poison cards. Chaos and Tyranids have the most. And poison isn't really... I don't think it's one of the stronger traits. Now, we are up against Magos Dominus, so we could be in for a very long match here with his healing. This is a level 21 AI. Go ahead and try to deploy some of our stronger units at the beginning, I think. The Lord of Virulence going down first. And they've got Ibram Gaunt, the newest, I think, legendary, to enter the game. He's at level 4. He's got Inspiring Presence. And, I'm tempted to actually just throw down a bunch of poisonous cards at the beginning. So we'll put the Plague Bearer down. And let's see what else they have. They got some more Gaunt's Ghosts. This is Elimron. He's got Outflank. And let's throw down a Plague Marine here, I think. So the poison will be able to start working these guys down. We did get a pretty big outflank there, but poison I think is useful when you're up against shielded units like this shield captain here, as well as units with fear, because the damage that you are dealing with your with the poison is not reduced, and it goes through the shields as well, so they'll start taking damage even with the shield still up. So the Plague Bearer did not get a chance to attack there. It just debuffed the enemy. We'll see what they go for. Probably a melee attack. And here it is. And they're actually able to destroy the Plague Bearer before it's able to poison anything, so that was not really the best use of that. I think we're going to want to continue going with the ranged attacks. Although they're able to counterattack with a fair bit of damage. We'll put down the Bloat Drone over on the left side. This thing I was actually able to level up. I have enough copies, but it's only at level 7, so just be dealing 8 damage at the end of each turn, poisoning Gaunt there. So I think in a lot of situations the damage that they take from poison is not necessarily actually going to kill the enemy faster. In some cases it does, some cases it doesn't. Kind of depends on how much damage your unit with poison is able to do. But we have poisoned all 3 of the enemies, and I think we're going to throw down this guy over here. He's got a pretty decent ranged and melee attack, so he'll be able to counter for some pretty good damage. And the Lord of Virulence is getting very low on health. He will take down Elimron, 20 healing to the other guys. And that we're actually burning through our bodyguards faster than they are going through theirs. Another one of Gaunt's Ghosts coming to the field. This is Try Again Bragg, and he is at level 8. Look at that guy. 53 damage with the Inspiring Presence, 150 health. That is one powerful guy. So, do we want to go ranged against that? I think we actually do. The Lord of Virulence is going to actually get shot down by the Shield Captain, which is not ideal because he's going to die anyway, so the Nurgle's Rot is really not doing much there. The poison will finish off Gaunt at the end of this turn. Shield Captain is down to... well, he got healed, so he's up to 23 health now. And I think we're going to put down... let's go with the Shambler with Taunt to just protect our more valuable units. And let's see what their next bodyguard is. Wow, Warglaive. They have some really powerful stuff coming to the field here. Now, poison should be good at starting to work down the health on those high health units like the Warglaive. And I think it works pretty decently against Magos Dominus in general because of all his healing. The poison is just going to help to reduce the health over the course of the game, but I don't know if it's going to be enough because these guys are really packing a lot of strong bodyguards. I'm going to put down Typhus over here. And they now have a Basilisk on the field. So this is really not looking good at all. We're going to go for the melee attack. The Bloat Drone will take a fair bit of damage, but it's still at a decent amount of health. Alright, so Poisoning Brag. And got the counterattack going off there. Now, will they go for the ranged or the melee? They do have a pretty big ranged attack charged up, and they are indeed going ranged. That Basilisk is going to be dealing a ton of damage with the barrage. Nothing dies. Nurgle, of course, are known for their disgustingly resilient nature. And let's see, we can't really kill anything. We're just going to go melee again. And the Bloat Drone is going to go down. And we are reducing the damage on the Warglaive at least, so that's a pretty decent use of Nurgle's Rot. Let's see, it's at 32 ranged and 44 melee. It's still doing pretty well, though. Okay, let's go with... I guess we're just going to throw down the Plague Surgeon there. Get some more healing there. And hopefully these guys can survive for another turn. They are continuing to go with the ranged attack. And we'll be able to finish off the Basilisk with a counterattack, and the poison will kill... Actually, once again, he heals outside of the lethal range, so the poison is not able to finish him off. 12 damage, though, from the poison there. Typhus is at a high enough level that his poison deals 12 damage at the end of each turn. Alright, and they've got a big ranged unit on the field now, the Stratoraptor, 81 damage, and they have a pretty good attack charged up, so... we will be able to finish off Bragg here and then force Magos Dominus to the field. So this is a pretty... It's not a terrible situation here because now Volgrar is going to be able to face off against Magos, who has very low damage himself, even at level 6. He really can't deal very much damage. Kind of missed the healing we got from the Medicaid. So they have a whole lot of damage on the field. Two very big vehicles. I'm not going to be able to destroy those. I'm hoping that Gloggerthrox can take down Magos, but it's going to be a close one, I think. Our forces are getting very low on health, so this thing, let's see, they have a pretty big melee attack charged up. The Stratoraptor able to deal 69 damage. Is it worth going for the melee, or should we ready? It's not really looking good either way. I think we're gonna go. I'm just gonna go for the melee attack and hope that we can take down Magos. It's gonna take 3 turns, I think. Once again, the Nurgle's Rot hitting the Warglaive as it kills off the Plague Surgeon. Poison is working down, but there's no way we're gonna get through that much health. Here comes the ranged attack. 27 damage from the Warglaive, 13 from Magos, and 69. Volgar barely survives there. Are we gonna make it? The fear is, of course, greatly reducing Magos' attack. He's only able to counterattack for 5 damage here. So we're going to keep going with the melee attack. And I think we actually have enough damage. Yes, indeed, they are going to go ranged. They'll finally be able to take down Volgrar, but at this point, the enemy warlord is at low enough health that we can finish him off with one final melee attack. It took 3 turns to get through his health, but finally Gloggerthrox was able to hack his way through all that health. Stratoraptor was getting debuffed by 30%, Warglaive also by 30%. So, this ended up being a very long match, but able to win with nothing but the Warlord remaining on the field. Pretty close match there. And that is Gloggerthrox versus Magos. It's probably one of the longest matchups that you can get in this game because both of those are defensive warlords. Both are able to keep their bodyguards alive longer than normal, and so that just makes for a very long game. So yeah, I've got 3 bullets of energy left. Let's look at the end of campaign rewards here for the top 1%. It's Celestine, and then we got Typhus and the Warglaive. So decent rewards. This is again a shorter campaign. It's 3 days long, I think. But let me know how it's going for you. I certainly would not want to be playing against Servants of the Emperor for a full 5 days, so I'm glad it's one of the shorter campaigns at least. But yeah, let me know what kind of deck you are using for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.